Hindi tama yun.
We're going to take a few photos and then take some questions.
Can you sit down?
Sit down.
Everyone please sit unless you were in the back with the risers back there. Sir.
Pag natawag ako, can I ask you a favor? Can you hold this pag natawag ako? Okay, okay. Yeah.
Kamay mo.
Photo.
All right,
Did you take pictures?
great. Should we have our first question?
Right over here.
All right, let's take a few more photos. Can you come over this way?
Congratulations.
Yeah, yeah. Warm up muna.
This way, please.
Congrats, Susie!
Here, please.
Hey, how are you? I'm good, thanks. How are you? Can you give me a message to the people of South Africa on how you feel right now?
Oh, I'm so ecstatic. I think everyone is still waking up, by the way. They are going to wake up to storm of news. I don't think I've ever had as much support as I did coming into the Miss South Africa crown, and so I think this will be something extra, very special for everyone back at home. And so I just want to tell them that I love them so much and thank you for all the support that they've shown me for the past 4 months. And we're here to do this another 12 more months, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kim Ford. As Miss Universe, congratulations.
Thank you.
What does it mean to you right now, for you to have Black Girl Magic right now, Miss Teen USA, Miss America, Miss USA, and now you, all Black women are running the world.
Yes.
How do you feel?
You know, in my answer, I just said how in this society we struggle to find ourselves as beautiful because we've been boxed that way, and society has been programmed for a very long time in a way that never saw beauty, in a way, you know, that was Black Girl Magic. But now we are slowly moving into a time where finally women like myself can find their places in society, can find, you know, that they're beautiful. And not only that, but really just continue breaking boundaries that we've been told that we can't do before. And so I think this is absolutely spectacular. It's a beautiful movement, and I'm so happy to be a part of it.
Hello, Miss Universe 2019. Hi. Wow. First of all, many congratulations to you.
Thank you.
So my question to you is, first of all, my name is Lakshmi and I'm from India. So my question to you is, I've learned about South Africa reading in history and from our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi. So my question to you is, do you really believe winning this title, you can bring real good, positive and peaceful change to your country and to the entire world?
You know, I believe that whatever we put into the universe always comes back to us. And I think that if we all work together and do that we can, all that we can individually, we can make a change. It's not something that's going to happen today, and it's not something that's going to happen if one person does it. But if we all do all that we can, bit by bit, day by day, we're finally going to get to that place where we can all unify and be one. And I think that starts with understanding each other, educating ourselves about each other and understanding each other's differences. And only that way can we be able to move forward, you know, as a nation and as the world, or the universe rather. Thank you.
Hi there, Brian from
Hi.
Sociology. First of all, congrats, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
You are the third woman from South Africa to have the Miss Universe crown.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel, and what sets you apart from all your other members?
It makes me so proud, and it says a lot about South African women and how we are back at home. I think we share similar traits of being South African, of being rooted in our heritage. South Africa is known as a rainbow nation because of our unity and the kind of past and history that we come from. But you know, obviously things that set me apart, my physical appearance is definitely one that strikes you first the most. But I think we're actually, you know, more alike than we are different. And I think I'm just bringing in a new, fresh, and different perspective of what South Africa is. Demi did an amazing job, and I think I will do my best as well to bring in a different type of feel and beauty into Miss Universe.
Okay. Hi, Zosi. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I represent Siena Español. I would like to ask you, how do you feel as a woman that was never thought or considered to be beautiful because of your skin color to be crowned Miss Universe in a city that symbolized the civil rights movement in the US? And then, is there anybody that you wish could be here with you tonight? Thank you.
Thank you so much. And to add on to that, I'm the first Black-owned studio in Atlanta, so that is so special to me. Yeah, I mean, yes, growing up, we were faced with a lot of colorism and a lot of racism, and it's something that I experienced as well after I got crowned. Because, like I said, you know, when people project things that they project on us, it's not because it's because they're just uneducated about things that they don't know. It's because society has taught them to feel that way, to look at things that way. And so for me to be able to be here today, crowned as a Miss Universe, with my hair looking the way that it does, and my skin looking the way that it does, is something truly magical. And I hope that it touches every child who grew up the way that I grew up and was told that you know, they were not beautiful. And it even extends beauty, because it's not just about beauty. It's about breaking boundaries and doing things that you've been told you can never do before. And so that's what this crowning means to me. Hi.
Congratulations, Miss Universe 2019 in South Africa, yay! We're so excited and happy for you. I don't know if you remember me, but I interviewed you. This was from Estas Son las Noticias en Que Pasa, so we're so happy, and I thought that you were so humble and so genuine and so authentic, so we're so excited, and as a minority, we are very happy that this happens, right? Diversity and inclusion, so this is amazing. Now, my question is more about around the world is an issue that's going on, which is with mental disabilities. It is something that is rising every single year. We have more autism, ADHD, we have different rare diseases, bipolar disorder, Alzheimer's, just to mention a couple, but it's something that is going on around the world. How can you, as a Miss Universe 2019 South Africa, can help us raise awarenesses?
You know, I think awareness is one of the most important things. I think the louder we scream, much better people hear us. And it's actually quite sad about mental illness, how people don't take it seriously. I think people consider it a weakness the most. And people need to learn that it's not a weakness, but it's an illness. If you give a diabetic insulin, then why should you not give mental illness the same kind of attention? And so for me, I think speaking about it on my platform, engaging with people and trying to educate them as much as I can about it would be something that would help on my part.
Miss Universe, congratulations.
Thank you.
You look amazing tonight. That crown looks gorgeous on your hair tonight.
Thank you.
I asked you a very important question on the red carpet when we first met. And I asked you about women empowerment. Very big in America right now, #MeToo. And your message was very strong in regards to women empowerment. Also tonight you make history as becoming the first woman to represent diversity in Miss Universe. How do you feel representing the world, the beauty, and with short hair?
I mean, it's an absolute honor to be able to represent inclusion and diversity and representation. These are things that I feel are so important and people like to ignore the most. And I'm so glad that I can be the one who is, I don't know if the token is the right kind of word to use, but I'm happy that people can look at me and know that they matter too, because I feel like that's the most important thing to me.
Hello, Zozibini. Hi. Dumela. Someone. Yes. All right, I am so proud of you. You know, this is Isabel from Africa TV1. I'm from South Africa. Yes. And we are so proud of you. You are standing on the shoulders of a great nation. And we have been talking with other media people, and everybody is so excited and said that you really represent the true spirit of a queen. You are inclusive, you've got diversity, and you don't forget where you come from. So now you got a role also of an ambassador, United Ambassador. Can you tell us about that and what is it that you're gonna do for United Nations? Yes.
The United, I love that you're telling me what I need to do.
Oh, did I just tell you?
It's like the United Nations. Yes, so before coming here, I was working together with the United Nations women specifically, on the He for She campaign. So He for She is a campaign that focuses on gender equality and gender-based violence. You know, it's said that we have about 108 years before men and women can catch up and be equals, which is kind of ridiculous to think that I will not see equality between men and women in my time. And so, which is why this is so close to my heart, because I don't see why women cannot catch up to men in 2019. Also, I don't see why women should remain victims of gender-based violence, especially under men who supposedly love them, supposed to be taking care of them. So that's what I was committing my time to making sure that we bridge that gap between gender inequality and gender-based violence. And you know, it's a global platform, and maybe I'll be continuing with it. Just have to wait and see.
Hi, Zozibini.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're so happy that you won the crown tonight. Two questions, one light and one heavy. Your name, beautiful, does it have any meaning?
Yes, it does.
And number two, how would you use your time as Miss Universe to fight violence against women and children? Thank you.
Thank you. So my name is a Xhosa name. I'm a Xhosa woman from South Africa. That's my tribe. It means Sibamba Ngezandla Zozibini, which means both hands. It means gratitude, and it's just being grateful and thankful. That's what it means.
Wonderful.
And the second part is, what would I do to?
How would you use your time as Miss Universe to fight violence against women and children?
You know, for me, I think educating the future generation is the best way to go. My thing always is, if we fail now as adults, maybe we can do something to change the lives of the future generation. So I want to challenge men to actually step up, to teach their sons how to look at little girls and young girls as their equals from a very young age, so that by the time they grow up to be the men that we need in society today. So if that's something we cannot accomplish right now, maybe in the next 10 years we will have the start. And maybe we will bridge that gap of 108 years and half it maybe to 50, maybe to 30, and maybe to 20.
Well done, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Zozibini.
Hi. Good, thank you.
When we were talking about you, June, like a couple of days ago, that I told you you will win, and you said that definitely you were really proud of your style. Now you are becoming a new leader in the world. You know that in the United States right now, women are facing a problem, especially immigrant women who are being a part of their children because of the immigration politics. So what would be the message that you can send to the government in order to stop doing that and help women?
You know, like I said, most of the world problems happen because we refuse to understand each other, we refuse to learn about each other. And my message would be, let's try and sit down and see what it is that we can do together, you know, to accomplish this. Stop racial profiling, stop looking at each other like we're all not human, because we are human first before everything. And I hope that one day we can get to a place where, you know, things like this are resolved.
Hi, Zozibini.
Hi.
Dale McDougall from Wave Radio, all the way from Belize. Congratulations, first
Thank
of all,
you
on
so
your
much.
win. I noticed that your platform focuses on women's equality, gender-based violence, and that kind of thing. I also think that many of us agree in here that climate change is also a very important issue, and your country, like mine, and many of us here from the media, that's a real-life problem for many of us in other parts of the world. What is one thing that your reign is going to do to advance efforts towards improving that particular?
Yeah, you know, that's particularly a touching point to me as well, because back home we are in a little bit of a drought, and it is because of the climate change. And I think the best thing that I can do on my part is to use my platform just to really shine light on the situation. I think when I first heard about global warming, I thought it was fake news. You know, when I was young, I was like, there's no such thing as global warming. And so I think that's why people keep ignoring it. And I think just because we keep ignoring it doesn't make it unreal. We need to start realizing that this thing is happening, and that it's happening quickly, and that it's destroying our planet, and that it is up to us to save the planet. We only have one planet, and there's so many of us, and I think we can still do a lot to save it. So my platform would really just be to make awareness and to educate people on about what it is and what we can do as individuals, because sometimes you don't have to be a government to govern. You can just be yourself and really just make a difference as you can by yourself. Thank you.